build, and today is the final day, the final episode of Fallout 4 at this base, Spectacle Island. Now, right now I don't really know the future of Fallout on the channel. I guess I'll sort of evaluate how this series went. We'll probably take a couple weeks off though for sure. Then I'm not really sure how Fallout will be brought back onto the channel, but you won't see Fallout for a couple weeks either way. But today, we're gonna peep our base building skills. So for the past couple of weeks, we've built this base here at Spectacle Island. I don't even know how long we've been building it for. It's been a while. So we did one live stream and a bunch of episodes, and here we are. So I sort of took the concept that I used with the Fallout base at this base a couple of years ago when I built here. Might have been 2016 or something like that, or early 2017. We built a bunch of just little houses around the place. So I've built at this base specifically 3 times. But I sort of took that concept of little buildings and just used it. And then I took the connecting bits at the top, the main walkway, off the concept of our previous base built at Finch Farm, where everything was connected together in one straight line, which was my favorite build that we ever did. So, here at Starlight Drive-In, not Starlight Drive-In, that's the base that I use, Spectacle Island. I have been wondering what this stuff is out here in the ocean, though. So I may go peep that in another episode or something. I'm not sure. By the way, today we're going to start here. So we show up to the base, and we have just a bunch of these little cannons. They're not ever going to get used, the artillery pieces, but it just looks scary. Inside of this building, I don't think we actually did anything with it. I think I just left it here from the mod. Yeah, there's just a bunch of workbenches in here, so I sort of just left them here. Whatever. I don't really care. They can be here. Up on this, though, this is the rocks. Now, I don't believe those are normally here. But in the mod that I had, sort of cleaned up the entire place and just, like, left this little bit. So we go through and, like, clean off the entire island. Everything that was on it. But I built this wall here around as much of it as I wanted to use. Because I don't want to use the entire island. I guess I could have, but I just didn't. As you guys can see, we stopped at about the halfway point through the island. Yeah, right here. This is like an important thing to have. So we just left it here. But there's still all this land to use. We just didn't because I didn't have many more ideas to use for this entire base of what we have. So imagine me having to fill up the rest of the island. We'd have like 10 more episodes. So this here's sort of just like a whole mess. I put these here to capture people. Obviously, we weren't really going to capture people because we're on an island. So it's a lot harder to use these traps than at other bases in the game. But now, we're going to go inside of our base and take a look at what we built. So first, immediately you see some military vehicles. And you can actually put stuff inside of them. So just have some lights inside of these ones, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Actually, let's go into here. This is the first building that we built. It's a really big building. So we get some of these cars here outside. This first level here is about cars. Oh, but at every base we do have one of these lanterns outside. Every house, not every base. So in here we just got a bunch of like cars. I figured we'll put some in here, see what we got. This is the first building I built, but the last one that I did the interior of. Very, very interesting. Up here, I kind of just placed things in the last episode. These are kind of just things that I like tend to put in the bases but didn't get to. So they're kind of just here. Up on this level is just a big cooking area. Because I figured to walk across this base is really, really far. If you're actually going to walk across this island, you would have to like take some time to walk across it. In the game, you do it really fast, but for real, it would take a little bit of time. When you want food, you want it now. So we got this place in here to eat. and up on this level where you can come sit. Now at the top of this building is actually some defenses. They're all missile turrets, so yeah. We got a coolant sign here, and we'll head down into this building. This also sort of connected to that. This is where you can get all your stuff, so there's a bunch of vending machines. And as you can see, there's an entrance and exit right here from the food area right into here, so you get all that right away. Very, very helpful. Here if you need some ice, there's a bunch of ice machines. And then down here is a bunch of garbage. The whole plan was to put some dumpsters, but they didn't fit inside this building, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to run back up these stairs now. I also built this walkway sort of, like I said, to have that feel of everything being connected, but also it makes it a lot easier to walk across the base. If you're up on this top level, you don't have to run all the way down the stairs, and then you don't have to run like across the entire base. You can just go. So right here, this is our food building. We got corn and razor grain on this level. Down here we have melons, which aren't growing. And then here we have some of those trees. Monk fruit trees, I believe they're called. So, I'm not sure if any of that food is actually growing, but it's in there. Over here we got some tanks, because why not? Inside of here, this is a bunch of random shit, dude. Honestly, no idea what I put in here. But this is a nice sitting area. I do this at so many spots in my bases, just have things. So we got couches, we got chairs, we got the ashtrays, which make great items to place in the game. And then the fires there. I love using those because they like light up the place when it's nighttime. Over here we got some more military things. Inside of here is like almost your immigration place where you like gotta immigrate. It's sort of like that. So you just come in here like, yo, I'm gonna be here now, and then you sit at this desk and in this chair, and they go over papers, but also you have to stay here because there's not a building built, even though we do have buildings now. At some point, if there became more people than there were at the base, there's beds here to stay. So I thought those were very cool concepts, something we hadn't done before. This here's just a storage thing, which I didn't actually put a door on. The other things that I did put a chair and a bed and some benches, so I kind of had to block it off so that people couldn't manage to get in here and like sit these chairs back here. Because you don't want that. Okay. Next up, we're going to do the houses last. But we're only doing like one house. We're only doing two houses actually.
I'd kill for a drink.
This here is where a bunch of the crafting items are, so you can come in here and you can craft. And then here's more of the food like I had said, because yes, in-game was a quick walk, but in reality, to walk across the map like that, it would take a little bit of time to walk across an island. So you want some food, and you have two spots to eat food.
Nice day today. Perfect for travel.
Inside this building, this is a little defense hut. Those are where you have some extra things that are defensive. So you get some extra turrets. If one breaks, of course, in the game, you fix it. But again, trying to make it realistic, so you just have extra ones to replace a broken item. So you get some guard towers here and some chairs, so you can sit. Next level up, more guard towers and chairs to sit. So if you're not on guard, you can just chill. Then up here, same thing. Artillery, but if you want to chill, you can just sit there. So it's like a little defense thing on this side of the point. Is this Overwatch? This side of the map. Alright, in this little building over here, what is in here? This is pool tables. It's literally just a pool house. You can just come in here and play pool. That's all it is. I decided to put an elevator here because why not? I think that's actually everything. No, wait, there is one thing. There's the other way up. Through here. This here was our original defenses, but I didn't really want to keep that, like, the main defenses, because that up there was close to the entranceway, and this isn't really shooting anything unless you get through. So over here, so basically you can think that as like our last line of defense. That's the first line of defense. If you somehow manage to get by all those missiles shooting at you, you got another one coming. Over here is just a bunch of spots you can like sit out and look at the water. Or this one here is really cool. You can just sit and look at the bench. But yeah, so this is really what this is. It's bench. You can look at the fence. That's what I meant. But yeah, there's just another little lookout area.
Think we're going down without a fight?
You give like another little use of this top area than just being a walkway. So now you have to go look at the houses. So the houses, I'm gonna show you with the green dot. There's a house. That's a house. That's a house. That's a house. That is my house, so that one doesn't really count in the house list. But this one here also, and this one. So all these buildings here that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So those 6 houses are all the same. They're the same exact interior for the most part. So I'm not going to go through each one and show you guys. Out here, though, there's just a couple of things to light up the area. And then a big UFO. And then this thing. And this is outside of my building. But we're going to go on last. So first, we're going to show you guys just the regular houses that the civilians of our area get. Or settlers, or whatever they're called. So again, the interior design is a little bit different depending on tables, benches, couch, but they all are the exact like same layout. So you just imagine this is a different couch. So basically there's a couch and a TV. And you get a chair and a table. A vault boy and vault girl. And then up here you get a desk and a chair, both people do. You get a table here to sit at. And 3 little outlooks, and each place does have an outlook just like this. Again, the houses are identical. And then up here, they each have a bed. So I just did this to make it the easiest as possible. If this was for real, we'd let the people customize their houses. This isn't North Korea. You can have whatever you want. There's no rule saying that you have to have my picture in your house. Alright, so inside of here, though, this is my house. You know. My house has to be a little bit nicer. As I say, this is not North Korea. The leader of the area gets the nice shit. And then everybody else just has some trash. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Basically what I did with my house is the bottom level here is just a pool table and a table. But up here, I took the idea of sort of designing it based off my studio in a way. Now, I don't have an outlook like this in my studio, but I took the concept of the TV, table, couch, bookshelf, all in a row. And so it works. The TV is there, table's here, couch is where I'm sitting. Now behind the green screen here, so you guys can't see it, there is a shelf. So there's no green screens in the game, but imagine this being the green screen where I'm sitting. And then over here, we have a table, or a desk and a chair, which is like right there, and a shelf. The only thing we don't have is I have a shelf over here in my studio that I don't have here, and a green screen, obviously. And these benches don't exist. But yeah, so I tried to make it similar to my studio. There was an idea that Casey had for me to do when I built this space like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, the first time I built it. He said, do something based off your studio, and I did. And I redesigned it when I redesigned my studio one time, and then when I completely redesigned my studio, I just ended up having to redo the whole base. Not because of that, but that's the thing, I just sort of redesigned the whole base anyways. Now up here, this is based off a bedroom. I don't know why there's just a random lady here, but we're going to ignore that. So, what do we have? We have a laundry basket, which I do have. It's a cat bed. Well, this is a cat bowl, which I'm using to represent a cat bed. It's cat related. I do have a big American flag on the wall in my room. I have a shelf. Then I have some pictures on the wall. Bunch of cities. London, I think it goes London, Seoul, Los Angeles, New York. Then there's just one that's like England in general, Amsterdam, Paris, and then this year's above the TV, but there's an open space here. So we got Los Angeles, a picture of Jewel that was drawn a couple years ago, and then a calendar. So I tried to take that similar concept in here. Then I have a table with 2 chairs at it. I have a chair and a desk chair, which is very similar. Then I have just a random chair. So that's how it works. And then I have a bed. Now above this is where the extra defense that I told you guys about was. Now if we want to make this a little more realistic too, the future of what I'm going to do in my room, future design, I have bought a flag. So I'm going to put that there. Are you serious? Let's connect it to the picture frame. Okay, that works. So I have bought a Korean flag. Obviously they don't have a Korean flag. You know, I'm really glad that the washer's going and it's shaking the floor of the house. Because it's shaking the camera. This is the problem when I record on Monday when I do laundry. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our Fallout 4 build here. This person, I feel like, is a synth. They got some blue light coming from their leg. Let's find out. No. Anyways,